Dude, why is it so hard? I can't even talk. We've never made a video like this before. This video sucks to make because losing someone sucks, especially when it's unexpected and it's the one person you love most in this world. And honestly, we're not looking for sympathy. Posting this video, I just feel like you guys don't know anything of what's going on in our lives, or even who we are and what got us to where we are today. Honestly, the last 2 weeks have been the most painful and agonizing time of our lives, and we just want to tell people we care about and love. Making this video and telling you guys is honestly gonna make me feel a little bit better, because I see you guys as our family, and you guys deserve to know why we're feeling down and why we haven't been uploading and doing twice a week like we promised you guys. And I've just been feeling so empty on the inside, and I feel like none of you guys know this, but we were both born and raised in China by our grandpa. And when we were younger, my first memory was him. And honestly, I thought he was our dad, because he was the one who took care of us, worked every single day, didn't eat so we could eat. I just remember when I was really young, I told him that I want to take care of him the same way he took care of me, and that I promised that when he got older and that when we actually had money, that he would no longer have to work, and that we would finally be able to take care of him. And it just sucks that everything we planned over the last 4 years, that it just sucks that it's so unexpected, because everything we did and everything we planned and everything we sacrificed was for him, and it just sucks that we never got to give him the life that he deserved. It just still doesn't feel real. Like, this is the first time we've ever lost anyone, and it happened to be someone that we never expected. When we first moved out here to the United States, he came with us up until we were 8 years old, and he got a job here and worked just to help, just because a lot of our life we haven't had the best living conditions and everything, and he wanted to help in every way he could. Like, everything we went through in middle school, people would make fun of us because we were Chinese, and whenever our mom would come into school, and we would be so embarrassed of her, and we were so ashamed to be Chinese and of our grandpa's name, Chen. Like, I've never told anyone that our middle name is actually Chen, because people normally laugh at that. Honestly, we weren't strong enough to deal with that, and what got us through all of that was every summer we'd think that in the summertime we get to go back for nearly 3 months to spend with him, and all of that made it worth it. Then when we were finally done with school and old enough, we decided to take a huge risk, and both of us moved to Los Angeles. And I'm sure none of you guys know this, but when we first moved out here, we were homeless, sleeping in our car, showering at the gym, and sampling food at Costco. And we did have our editor, Mark, and Ben, who would let us stay with them every now and then, and we're really grateful to them for that. But, you know, we've sacrificed so much to move out here, and most weeks we'd work 100 hours, and when we didn't want to upload, I would close my eyes and think of why we were doing all of this. And we hadn't been back to China to go visit him in over 3 years, just because we wouldn't be able to film there and keep up everything and uploading content for you guys. And we just decided to work extra hard so we could retire him extra early. And especially when we got remonetized, we started uploading twice a week and started working so many hours to the point where we'd barely sleep at night. You know, all of it was worth it, because I would read through the comments and see that some of you guys would say that watching our videos made your day, and just one comment like that really made all of it worth it. We were just working so hard to the point where we would never call him, and he loved talking to us, and we were so focused on like providing him a life and giving him money when all he wanted was just to talk to us. And I can't forgive myself because the very last day he was alive, we were planning our YouTube video, and when he called, I didn't pick up, and I wanted to finish planning the video, and I never called him back, and he called nearly 10 times, and the next morning, before I even woke up, he had died. I can't forgive myself for doing that. I feel like if I had picked up the phone call, he would still be alive, because that wouldn't have happened to him, and he would have been happier because he loved talking to us. And we were just so focused on making money and moving him out here quicker that when he didn't want extra money, he just wanted us to have extra time so we could talk to him on the phone, and that's something I can't forgive myself for. We were just so busy to the point where we couldn't even pick up a simple phone call when it was his final hours. It just sucks I couldn't have been there for him, and we can't even go back for his funeral. Couldn't even tell him goodbye one last time, and I just wish I had one last chance of telling him thank you, and that I loved him so much, and that I was so grateful for everything he sacrificed, and that he didn't have to worry anymore about us. And one thing that just breaks me is when we found out how he died. It's just, he's always been the strongest person, and he had a heart congestion and couldn't breathe for 5 minutes before he gave out. And I know during those 5 minutes, he fought so hard. I know he didn't want to give up, because he fought so hard to try to stay alive for us. And it's just me thinking about what was going on through his mind. And I know he was thinking about us and how he was like, I have to stay alive for them. I know how much they're going to be affected if they lose me. That just breaks my heart, knowing that how much pain he was in, and how he still tried with everything that happened. I just have so much regret and so much anger, and I just wish I had one more chance to hug him, because I would never let go. And I would just tell him how much I loved him. Every day and every night, I would pray for him and pray that one day he would just accept Jesus so I could see him in heaven one day. And the plan was to move him out here so I could eventually have that talk with him that I never got a chance to. And I don't know what happened in his final moments, and if he softened his heart or not and accepted Jesus. I really pray that he's in heaven right now, because I don't know what I would do if I never got to see him again. And it just, everything feels so meaningless. How someone full of life just becomes lifeless. And seeing him on a video call, so full of life and talking, and then seeing him dead, it's just lifeless. Someone so impactful, someone so full of wisdom and patient and loving and caring, just gone like that. And like I said, I'm not looking for sympathy. I just really feel like talking about it make me feel better. But we're still gonna continue to push on for you guys. Nothing's gonna change. I just feel like this video really needed to be made to give you guys an update and clear our headspace and talk about what's important in life and how family is the most important thing. And if you're watching this video and you're very close with your parent or grandparent who's sick, start prioritizing them. and seeing them and checking up on them, because you never know when you'll never get to see them ever again. You never know when that last conversation or last time you'll see them. We wanted to show you guys something, how even our subscriber plaques were dedicated in his name, and this is what we would call him, Waigong. It just feels like a huge burden's being lifted off our chest by talking about this with you guys, with people who actually really care about us, because we really do consider you guys our family. And I really want to dedicate a lot of our money in the future. I want to go back to our small town that we grew up in, and I want to retire every single old person there so they can spend time with their family and people that they actually love and care about. That is what we'll be working towards, one of the main things. Honestly, reading the DMs that you guys have sent us on Instagram has really been what's keeping us going, and we're just super thankful that you guys have given us this opportunity. We want to give our 110%, and it's just sometimes so hard, especially recently, to put on an act and pick up a camera and start talking like everything's okay. And we're so grateful for you guys, and we don't want to put half-ass content in. We want everything we upload to be the best for you guys. And honestly, if you guys made it this far, then thank you for being there and listening, and being there in a time when we needed you guys the most. And if your parents and grandparents are still around, then please